are currently showing about an hour out from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and it's been a smooth flight so far. We're at 19,000 feet and doing right now about 228 knots over the ground. There were times when we had almost 240 over the ground, so we've moved right along today. We have just been given an update to our routing and told to expect the buoy 5 arrival. So we're cleared direct to buoy VOR and told to expect the buoy 5 arrival into the DFW area. Right now, the weather at Dallas-Fort Worth shows fairly strong winds from the south. See, right now, yeah, wind from 200 at 15, so gusting to 22. So we will be landing south, I'm gathering. Anyway, we have co-pilot Katie running her operation from the back seat today. She's got a friend along with us, and we are traveling to first to DFW to pick up my wife. She's been at a conference in the Fort Worth area for this last week. So we're going to pick her up, and then from there we're going to head to East Texas for a week-long family conference that we attend every year. And so we're looking forward to a good week. One of the YouTube viewers who has been an invaluable source of practical information, just little tidbits like the 2-digit frequency input on the GTN 750 and countless other things, recommended that for high CHTs at altitude, specifically greater than 21,000 feet, an increase in RPM will help bring the CHTs down. I don't know how that works, but I tried it today. Even though we're only at 19,000 feet, I did measure it, and for your information, I got an 18-degree drop in CHTs with 100 RPM increase in the prop speed. I don't know how that works or why it works, but it does. Okay, currently showing about 140 miles out, and we've been given instruction to cross 25 miles west of the buoy VOR at and maintain 11,000. So what I've done is I set up a VNAV waypoint in the Garmin GTN 750, and sorry for the glare there. That's a little better. Anyway, what that has done is that's created a point on our map here. You can see, and it's also given me a top of descent mark. Now we've already started the descent because I don't want to go screaming at 800, 900 feet a minute. Let's see, as far as the weather goes, still showing some light to moderate stuff, especially near buoy, but it looks like on the way in at a few of the points we're going to be in it. But DFW looks to be clear at this point. The only thing that we have to contend with there is...
12, 8 for 8,000.
Yeah, wind 190 at 22, gusting to 27.
November 4, Delta Tango, contact 47127.95.
2795 for Malibu 4 Delta Tango.
We're trying to Mooney 92, PJ Mike, 7,000. We're seeing the Victor, thanks for 5848.
American 1432, compile double speeds at Victory. Speeds at Victory, American 1432.
Fort Worth, Malibu 444, Delta Tango 14.1 for 11,000.
Mooney 34, Delta Bravo 4 Center, how do you read? Number 44, Delta Tango 4 Center, roger, the buoy altimeter 285.
85, 4 Delta Tango.
Attention all aircraft, monitor substation over the respective Victory or Greg's fixes as the area extends about 15 miles northbound. The pace is reported at 15,000.
Okay, that's good to know. So we're not going to be
392, comply with public speed at
in the
victory.
clouds. Bases are at 15,000, so we'll be below it. But
Number 4544 US.
we're expecting moderate precipitation right on the arrival route here.
Maintain 280 knots,
But we'll be below the clouds, so that's good.
Victory 2, 7280 now, 4544.
Okay, looks like we're on track to hit 11,000 inside of our 25-mile west mark.
Maybe the Victory 2, 280 on speed, envoy 4112.
The VNAV capabilities that Garmin has added to the GTN 750 in the latest software release have been invaluable. Down to 9,000 now, Malibu 4 Delta Tango.
American 392, contact reach approach 119.87.
1387, American 392.
Yeah, it makes very, very easy work of calculating crossing restrictions and descent points. Okay, so from over Bowie, we take the 129 radial, and then landing south to Victory, Jovum, High K, and expect radar vectors. Okay, so pretty straightforward there.
Number 4 Delta Tango, descend now to 9,000 and cross Victory at maintain 6,000.
Okay, down to 9,000, cross Victory, at and maintain 6,000 for Malibu 4 Delta Tango. Okay, we're already on our way to 9, so we're going to set the crossing restriction at Victory, which is interesting because that's not coming up on my arrival here.
After I got the crossing restriction at Victory, I realized that the points that got loaded in the GTN 750 were different than what I saw in the route description for props landing south. I quickly realized that what got loaded in the 750 were the points that get assigned to turbojet aircraft on the same arrival. So after a quick check on the chart, I realized that Buttes and Kona were also points on the same radial, so I could just manually insert Victory, Jovum, and High K in sequence, and it should all work out. But I'm interested to know why they would specify unique waypoints for different aircraft types that are traveling the same line. So if you happen to know the answer, please leave a comment below. In this case, I had plenty of time to spot the problem and insert the appropriate points, but the moral of this story is always verify that the points that are depicted on the chart match what gets loaded into the GPS.
And attention all the new Dallas flows for Dallas Fort Worth arrival. There is a moderate precipitation about a 10-mile bubble around Greg's and Victory. Bases reported 1-4,000 to mediation, let me know. Number 4 Delta Tango, if able, you'll clear direct Victory.
Direct Victory, Malibu 4 Delta Tango. All right, a little shortcut.
Number 444 Delta Tango, thanks for help today. Contact reach approach 119.87. See you later.
1987 for Malibu 4 Delta Tango, thanks. Approach Malibu 444 Delta Tango, 7.6 for 6,000, we've got Foxtrot.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, regional approach, thanks. Expect runway 13 right.
Expect 13 right for Malibu 4 Delta Tango. Okay.
Number 4544, the traffic's just up nose, you pass underneath you about a mile ahead. You can contact approach now 118.42, have a good one.
42, traffic man, 45.
All right, 13 right. So we're going to have a long taxi today. So I'm going to set up a visual approach if they have it here. This is another beautiful thing that Garmin has done in software. Okay, visual 13 right. And I will stand by on activating that. And it looks like, yep, we're good on our crossing restriction at Victory. You can see now the VNAV indicator is coming in. We're well enough ahead of it.
Contact approach 118.42.
1842 on 41.
I'll shallow out
Pretty rough
just a
ride
little
below
bit here.
that Virga.
Smooth out Eddie right where you are now.
Yeah, it's right there.
Thank you.
Okay, so guy just reported a rough ride below the Virga, which I believe I'm looking at right in front of me.
Aircraft reporting turbulence, so is that ahead of American 1358? American 1358, negative, that's on the low side. I haven't had any adverse reports on the high side that you're on. 4 Delta Tango, when you're able, you can direct to Maury and intercept one threat localizer, maintain 6,000.
Okay, direct to Maury and intercept the localizer for 13 right, Malibu 4 Delta Tango. Okay, localizer 13 right, transition at Maury, load approach and activate, go.
American 2430
Direct to Maury, perfect.
Maintain 5,000.
Direct down to 5,000, direct to Eagle, American 24.
Okay, now we've been told to maintain 6,000, so we will do that, and I'm seeing 6,000 there.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, just to maintain 5,000 and contact approach 118.1, y'all have a good one.
Down to 5,000 at 118.1 for Malibu 4 Delta Tango. Approach Malibu 444 Delta Tango, 5.9 for 5,000.
Malibu 444 Delta Tango approach, thanks. Malibu 4 Delta Tango, descend and maintain 5,000, proceed direct to Maury to intercept.
Down to 5,000 now for Malibu 4 Delta Tango.
And direct to Maury to intercept. I missed it if you said you're already doing that.
For direct Maury now for Malibu 4 Delta Tango.
Thank you.
Roger, good afternoon, T463, 8.2, descending 6,000, direct Maury for 13 right.
T463 approach, thanks. Malibu 4 Delta Tango, light to moderate chop, via 737, 12 o'clock and 6 miles. Through the light preset there, you go through for about 4 miles or so.
4 Delta Tango, thanks. Okay, localizer is tuned and identified. Okay, I see a ghost of the ILS showing up on the HSI. That's really nice. And I see it on the glide slope there as well. Okay, we are level at 5,000 direct Maury.
Approach AQ Alpha has field sight.
Toro 71, thank you.
And
I step on somebody, go ahead.
runway 13 right.
Yeah, AQ Alpha has field sight.
King AQ Alpha, clear visual approach, runway 16.
Visual 16, AQ Alpha.
Boutique 463, descend and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000, field sight.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Boutique 463, clear
Okay, I
visual
think the
approach,
tower
runway 13
frequency is
right.
going to be 124.15. We'll put that in just in case.
King AQ Alpha, kind of going to tower,
Enter.
128.62.
Okay, so that's all set up.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, descend and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000 now, Malibu 4 Delta Tango.
Boutique 463, I'm sure you're already aware the winds are
Okay,
pretty strong.
there's the rain.
South-southwest, I think 40 knots as you anticipate making your turn here in a few miles.
Alright, let's start working the power out here.
Boutique 463, how's your altitude? You okay there?
Yeah, we'll be alright, Boutique 463.
Boutique 463, contact DFW Tower 134.9er, take care.
49, Boutique 463, take care.
South 2724 approach, light to moderate chop, beginning at the preset just west of Greg's, all the way down to about 7. You're welcome to delete your speeds, reference that if you want, and have lower past Greg's.
Okay, and speeds at our discretion, that's what it says 24.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, DFW Airport is 12 o'clock and 16 miles.
4 Delta Tango has the airport in sight.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, clear visual approach, runway 13 right.
Clear visual 13 right, Malibu 4 Delta Tango.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, contact DFW Tower 134.9er, take care.
34.9er, take care. Tower Malibu 444 Delta Tango, visual 13 right.
Malibu 444 Delta Tango, DFW Tower, remain 13 right, clear to land.
13 right, clear to land, Malibu 4 Delta Tango.
423 DFW Tower, remain 18 left out of way for converging one-way operations.
Okay,
American Oakway 37,
localizer
attack,
is
cross, 21 left, hold short of lane right.
centering.
American 1324 east or west side.
And it is bumpy.
You're on Wood 4112 and American 1324 at Golf 8 cross, remain 18 left, contact ground 185.
Okay, Fuel is on the fullest tank. Landing gear is coming down. And we have got a nice crosswind going here. Wind check.
190 at 18, Gusty 2.
All right.
Three-mile final runway 13 right.
Okay, gear is down. Gonna keep the flaps at 1 notch for right now. This crazy wind. Mixture is full rich. Prop is good where it is.
500.
American 1358 at Golf 8 cross, runway 18 left, contact ground 25.
Man, we are getting rocked around. This is a hefty crosswind. Whoa.
Cargo Lake Passadia 16 November heavy DFW tower, runway 18 right, cleared to land, wind 180 at 17, gust 24.
I was 1 second from going around. That was intense.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, roll down to the high speed please.
4 Delta Tango, welcome.
Boutique 463 attacks to a Yankee cross, runway 18 right, hold short of runway 18 left. Boutique 460, continue cross 18 left at Yankee over the bridge and contact ground point 65 on top. Malibu 4 Delta Tango, you're parking over at corporate, correct?
That's affirmative.
Roger. Malibu 4 Delta Tango, straight ahead on Bravo, and then a left turn on Charlie. Yankee, hold short of runway 18 right.
Straight ahead on Bravo, left on Charlie, and hold short of 18 right at Yankee for 4 Delta.
Armo 3533 DFW tower, caution, wake turbulence on a heavy ball 747, 2 mile final, runway 18 right, clear to land. American 1523 on after land, runway 18 left, clear to take off, wind 18016, Cargo Lake Passadia 16 November heavy, right turn at Whiskey Mike, and taxi via Charlie to parking.
Okay, next right is Zulu, and the one right after that is Yankee. And this is Yankee.
Malibu 4 Delta Yankee at, or 4 Delta Tango at Yankee, cross from the 18 right, cross from the 18 left, and continue over Yankee.
4 Delta Tango, cross 18 right and 18 left, and continue on Yankee.
And 4 Delta Tango, once you get on top of the Yankee Bridge, contact ground 121.65.
121.65 on top of the bridge, 4 Delta Tango.
2373, contact departure. Have a good day.
Okay, crossing 18 right, clear. And this is 18 left, and it's clear.
Attention all aircraft arrival is off and departure to turn off altimeter 2984, wind 19018, Gusty 4.
Ground Malibu 4 Delta Tango on Yankee.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, DFW, ground, turn left into the ramp.
Left into the ramp, Malibu 4 Delta Tango.